Zombies could exterminate humanity in less than 6 months, according to recent research. Researchers developed a complex new formula which calculates that 100 days into a zombie outbreak, just over 100 survivors will be left uninfected. And within 6 months, these stragglers will also die or become zombies themselves.
It predicts the rate at which infections spread and die off as humans come into contact with one another. The students claim that while their results are interesting, the data they used is not perfect. In their model, for instance, they did not account for humans killing zombies.
Including this may give the humans a better chance at survival, the students conclude in their paper. In October last year, researchers looked at how UK citizens were preparing for a zombie apocalypse, and where they were going wrong. More than a third of the UK population, 36%, kept a few essentials, or a grab bag, ready in case disaster strikes, according to the research. But most of these grab bags wouldn't keep people alive in situations such as a zombie apocalypse, one expert claimed.
While food, medical supplies, and mobile phones were top of the list for a survival pack, not many people listed matches or a simple bottle among their essentials, the study found.
Professor Lewis Dartnell, a UK Space Agency research fellow based at the University of Kent, advised that a survival bag should contain a fire starting kit, water bottle, small knife, rope, and food. 5 tips to survive the zombie apocalypse from neuroscientists. Scientists have previously dubbed the condition of being a zombie, conscious deficit hypoactivity disorder, or CDHD, which they describe as an acquired syndrome in which infected people lack control over their actions.
Don't fight. Zombies wouldn't have the neural responses to care about pain, so unless you could shoot to kill, it would be best to run for it. Keep quiet. Zombies with CDHD would have very little memory and poor concentration, so if you hid, something else would likely capture their attention, keeping you safe. Distract them. Damage to zombies' posterior parietal cortex would mean that they couldn't concentrate and would be at the mercy of whatever grabs their attention. Try fireworks for a quick getaway. Don't try reason. CDHD presents with a massive dysfunction of the language circuits in the brain. This means that zombies can't understand what you're saying, nor can they talk back, the neuroscientists warn. Their fight reaction would dominate, leaving you pleading with an angry, hungry zombie. Mimic them. Zombies wouldn't be able to recognize faces, so they identify each other by movements and sounds. If confronted with a herd of the undead with no clear avenue of escape, do what Shaun and his friends did in Shaun of the Day, act like a zombie. Do it with enough accuracy and you can wander through the herd undetected, the researchers said. Professor Dartnell, who is the author of the book Author of the Knowledge, How to Rebuild Our World from Scratch, advised that people head to the beach, the supermarket, or a golf course if an apocalypse should strike. He said that glass is crucial to rebuilding, and a beach offers sand as well as other raw materials such as chalk and seaweed. Additionally, basic tools like a lathe can be made from sand and old drinks cans. Those heading to the average supermarket should find enough supplies to keep them alive for 55 years. Some 61% of people would pack food to take with them in the event of a disaster, while 53% would take medical supplies and 47% would take mobile phones. However, only 22% thought to include matches in their survival kit, while only 10% would take a bottle, which could be used to disinfect water.
Clearly we shouldn't be worrying 24/7 about a potential apocalypse, but it's interesting to take a snapshot of where we are now and how we fare, individually and as a society, said Professor Dartnell.
People were reasonably confident that they could handle basic first aid if disaster were to strike, with 68% rating themselves American Samoa average to good, but just over half, 53%, thought that they had the skills to grow crops or rear animals.
A worryingly low 20% said that they didn't know how to make chemical substances like fuel, while only 32% thought that they could get engines to work, and just 32% believed they could make organ repair metal tools. The findings were released by the Big Bang UK Young Scientists and Engineers Fair to mark World Zombie Day on October 8 last year. The organizers carried out a poll of 2,001 participants. The fair claims to be the UK's largest celebration of science, technology, engineering, and maths. STEM, for young people and runs 15 to 18 March 2017 at the NEC in Birmingham.
People's survival instincts are strong, but without a greater focus on STEM skills, the speed at which we return to society as we know it would be seriously impeded, said Professor Dartbell. Rather than duck and cover, the country needs to know how to stand and recover from any disaster. For those who manage to survive the apocalypse and wish to start rebuilding society, the research scientist and author says that electricity, soap, charcoal, a lathe to craft things with, and glass are the most important things to make.
Paul Jackson, Chief Executive of Engineering UK, organizers of the Big Bang Fair, said, "Many of the skills required to rebuild communities in a post-apocalyptic world reflect those held by the professionals currently addressing the global challenges of sustainable energy, clean water supply and food security."
Apocalypse or not, these will be critical to our future. The shows and activities at the Big Bang Fair capture the imagination of young visitors, showing them how they could apply what they learn in the classroom to tackle the big issues of the future.